Hey, it's Dr. Davis. Welcome to the words of A. Davis Smith. Today we're going to be talking about sexual marketplace value and redefining what attracts men. Time to light them up. Let's get started. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the sexual marketplace and the sexual marketplace value. I mentioned this in one of the other videos that I made, and I wanted to kind of take a second to kind of clarify. Once again, we're talking about this meeting spot, physical, digital, whatever, where men and women are meeting and competing for potential partners. And so we're talking about the sexual marketplace and how we navigate that space. More specifically, we're going to be talking about what attracts men and redefining what it is that men find attractive in women. Kind of beyond the traditional conversation about is just physical beauty, there's more at play here. So we really want to talk a little bit about that. So this video will cover several things. We're going to talk about a new model for looking at how men define female attractiveness, once again, beyond just physical beauty, and how they define it in this sexual marketplace space that they find themselves in. But we will also do a different exploration or a deeper exploration about what physical beauty is in men's eyes. There will also be a discussion about competencies that men are looking for in the women that they're pursuing, a discussion about the characteristics that men are looking for in women, and lastly, I'll propose a draft or a rough model of how women might see male attractiveness in the sexual marketplace. And once again, not pretending to be an expert on what women want, but I want to propose a different way of looking at how women may be visioning or looking at men in the sexual marketplace. So that's what we'll be talking about in the video. So once again, I want to propose a different way to look at male attraction, a different way to kind of have a discussion about what men are looking for as it relates to physical attraction of women in the sexual marketplace. Traditional conversations really want to focus on extensively physical appearance as the only piece or the most important piece. It is a piece, but I debate about whether or not it is the most important piece, and clearly isn't the only piece. And so I propose a new system for how men define attraction in the sexual marketplace that works for both short-term relationships and long-term relationships. And it goes well beyond the physical for men. So once again, we're going to have a conversation about a more complex approach to discussing men's attractiveness. So in my model, I have three different components that I believe make up how men define attractiveness of women in the sexual marketplace. And so I believe overall attractiveness is made up of three things. Physical attractiveness, what I'm referring to is hard skills plus soft skills. So those three characteristics, physical attractiveness, hard skills, and soft skills, all come together to define how men believe or approach female attractiveness. I also believe that this approach works well whether you're talking about short-term relationships or short-term partners or long-term relationships and long-term partners. And so it's a model that can apply to both of them. So once again, I refer to it as the three C's of attractiveness for men. Continence, how she looks. Competencies, what abilities that she has. And characteristics, how she behaves. So continence, competencies, and characteristics, I believe, are the components that make up attractiveness for men. So as it relates to countenance, once again, how she looks, I believe the old traditional scale that men have used, she's a 10, she's a 3, whatever, is still applicable to a certain extent, But I think what makes it more clear is if you have actual labels or descriptors associated with that to help figure out, once again, what it is that we're talking about when we're talking about physical beauty for a woman. So I believe 10 equates to gorgeous, 9 equates to stunning, 8 is a good descriptor of beautiful. 7, I believe, is pretty. 6, a good descriptor for cute. 5 is average. Once again, right in the middle, so average makes sense. 4, unattractive. 3 can be described for homely. 2 for ugly. And 1 is hideous. Once again, I just wanted to associate some clearer labels to allow for some common language or common discussion around when men are using descriptors or numerical descriptors for women. So once again, I think this rating scale helps a lot in that regarding the continence component or the physical appearance component of male attraction. Then moving beyond the physical attractiveness or the countenance component of the model, I wanted to talk a little bit about competencies. which is what abilities that the woman possesses that the man finds attractive. And so, once again, the second C of the three C's is competencies. What are the hard skills and abilities that she actually possesses that men find valuable and useful in either a short-term or long-term relationship? So, the question is the degree to which she has these traditional abilities that are valued by men. Does she have the traditional abilities that we want our women to have? Things such as cooking, the ability to cook, the ability to care for children, and caring for our homes. Once again, these hard skills, these abilities that are significant to men. Does she have those things, and is she able to do things related to those abilities that once again that a man finds attractive? And then moving on to the third C, characteristics, how she behaves. Once again, looking at actual behavior of women and men making a determination about whether or not she has those characteristics that men find attractive. So once again, what are the soft skills and personality traits that she shows in her routine behavior, her day-to-day behavior, everyday behavior? The degree to which she has certain characteristics that men value. Characteristics like, is she carefree, nurturing? Is she a thoughtful person? Is she appreciative when a man does things for her? Is she compassionate? Is she honest, trustworthy? Is she respectful? Is she smart? Intelligence is a really big thing for lots of men. The ability to have an intelligent conversation being a characteristic of that or a subset of that. Is she agreeable? Is she easygoing? Is she feminine, cooperative, fit, and fertile? Characteristics that Kevin Samuels is famous for kind of putting out there. Is she submissive, friendly? Is she disciplined? Does she have self-discipline, self-control, ability to delay gratification? Once again, these characteristics about being a controlled person rather than a loose cannon in a man's life. Is she discerning? Is she selective? Is she careful about her opportunities and things that she pursues? Is she affectionate? Is she accommodating? Is she sophisticated? Once again, does she have a level of sophistication? Is she able to deal in a variety of settings, whether it's the barbecue with the family or a corporate gala? Childless. Is she childless is a big thing for a lot of men. And another big one is she non-promiscuous? Once again, to what extent is she pure, or is she not promiscuous? Is she not in the streets? Is a concern for men in terms of characteristics related to how she behaves. So I believe when we're trying to discuss, men's dating preferences or partner preferences, it's important to look at it more broadly than just the common thing that we throw out that, oh, he just wants a woman that's beautiful, a woman that's pretty, or a woman that's attractive. So I hope that this model gives us an ability to talk about it in a little different way by focusing on what I believe are the three C's of male attraction to women, or three C's of female attractiveness. Her countenance, once again, her physical beauty, how she looks, her competencies, the abilities that she brings to the table, and then thirdly, her characteristics, how she behaves. So those, I believe, are the key elements of talking about male attraction to women. If you enjoyed this video, you can find more information from me and more videos from me at Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Words of A. Davis Smith. You can also find information about me at my website, www.wordsofadavissmith.com. Thanks for your time and attention. Have a great day.